Hello everyone, I am Anupama and I welcome you once again to Nagesh Karasgi Orchid School channel. I am here to teach you a lesson in English for grade 9 and lesson number is 9, The Bond of Love. Dear children, we have already done with 2 sessions of this chapter and today will be the 3rd session of this chapter. The chapter is written by Kenneth Anderson, who is Indian born British writer. So now let's begin with the 3rd session. But before we begin with the session, I would like to recapitulate all the things whatever we have studied in these last 2 sessions. So the title itself, The Bond of Love, is very apt to this story because the story is it depicts the bond between human being and an animal. The animal which we have spoken till now in this chapter is a sloth bear. Yes, it's a wild animal. Now we have even seen that how the sloth bear was first encountered by the author. He found it in the Mysore sugarcane field when he was travelling in the cab, and then he came across the mama bear. And then when the author's friend who had killed the mama bear, the author thought that he should take the baby bear with him. He took the baby bear with him and he gifted to his wife who was in Bangalore. She was so happy to see that baby bear. Once she saw, she tied a red colored ribbon round his neck and named him as a Bruno. So Bruno started eating, drinking everything that was served to him. He loved, enjoyed all the delicacies. When it came for eating food, he ate ice cream, porridge. There were the list of things we can see in the book, that is condiments, chilies, bread, eggs, chocolates and everything. And when it came for drinking, he drank aerated soda, buttermilk, alcoholic liquor, tea, milk, coffee, lime juice and everything. So irrespective of the taste, he started to drink and eat all the things those were being served, and he enjoyed with great relish. Then we even could see that how Bruno got attachment with author's wife as well as those 2 Alsatian dogs, those were already there at author's house, as well as there were teenage children whom he even got attached to them. Later on, we have seen 2 incidents which took place with Bruno. First was when he accidentally ate barium carbonate that was kept in the library by author. The purpose was to kill the rats and mice those had been in the library. But Bruno did not think much of that and he promptly ate that. The ill effects were he got paralysis. His half of the body stopped working. He couldn't stand on his own feet, couldn't move his body, and then he was taken to the veterinary doctor. 10 cc of antidote or anti-poison injection was given to him with the distance or the gap of half an hour, and then after an hour he was recovered, and then he could eat and enjoy all the delicacies once again. Later on, we even could see that there was a second incident which took place with Bruno. That was he drank engine oil, 1 gallon of engine oil which was drained by the author from his old stud breaker car. Stud breaker car is an old American car, I have told you. And even the purpose was very much clear. The author wanted to keep away the attacks of termites those were there at his house. But that time also Bruno did not think of that, and then he drank that. Luckily, there was no ill effects of that engine oil on his body. Bruno started to eat and grow. He equalized with the height of those Alsatian dogs those were there at author's house, as well as he was looking quite bigger than those Alsatian dogs. Later on, as he started growing older, it was very difficult for the author as well as his wife to keep Bruno to free for long time, for the whole day, because we know it was after all a wild animal and it's very difficult to keep the wild animal for long time in open area, because we know wild animals are dangerous, they may attack human beings. And for the safety purpose, later on Bruno was changed for the chained, he was tied with a chain for the whole day. And then we even could see that Bruno was taught some instructions wherein he used to, whenever the command was given to Bruno, he used to do those actions. Like for example, if somebody would ask Bruno that Bruno or Baba, Baba was the name later on given to Bruno by author's wife. So if anybody used to ask Baba, wrestle or box, then he used to vigorously stand up and start attacking. And then if somebody used to command him, Bruno, where's the gun? And then he used to produce a rod aiming at that person and saying that this is my gun. Even somebody if asked that Bruno, where is baby? And then he used to immediately produce the rod which was safely concealed in a straw bed, and then he used to enact that it is like a baby, and then he used to show this is the baby. So these were the different tricks wherein Bruno used to play and he used to entertain the people around him. Later on, when he grew to the fullest size, it was difficult for the author's family to keep him at home. So for a couple of days, there were requests made by author and his son to author's wife saying that it is much better that we should send Bruno or Baba to a zoo. But it was not that easy job to convince author's wife, because especially author's wife was she had that attachment, or she had that special connection with Bruno. So the reason it took little of days to convince her. Somehow she got convinced, but not with her heart. And then finally it was asked to the curator. Curator is the one who is in charge of the zoo in Mysore, that does he need any tame bear for his collection? And the reply was very much positive. And immediately Bruno was packed off and he was sent to Mysore Zoo. We could see that for initial 3 days, author's wife as well as Bruno, they each other fretted for each other. They were angry, they were disappointed, they were unhappy. Bruno was not eating anything. Equally, author's wife was even not eating anything. I mean, they were missing each other. This is what the attachment we can see in the story, and this is what the bond of love we can ultimately see. Then again, whosoever author's friends, they used to go and visit Mysore Zoo. Requests were being made to those friends to just go and visit Mysore Zoo and see that whether Bruno is doing good, is he fine. And then whenever those friends used to come back, they used to tell, yeah, Bruno is okay, but he is looking unhappy, he is fretting, he is not eating anything, he is little unhappy, he has grown thin. And then somehow for 3 months, author's wife could restrain, she could control her emotions, but after 3 months, she couldn't do so. And finally, she said that it is much better you take me to the Mysore Zoo, I want to see Bruno right away. Either you take me or I'll go on my own, I'll catch bus or a train or I'll go by car, but I need to go and visit Bruno right now. So the moment this was the strong reaction that was made by author's wife, author thought that it is much better I should take my wife to visit Bruno. And then once it was decided, immediately author's friends started to make their opinions. They started to tell, they had their own judgment, they passed their own comments saying that we are pretty much sure that the baby bear or the Bruno won't recognize author or author's wife. Till here we have seen, now we will see whether he really recognized author's wife or no, and then what happens next. So now I want everybody's attention with pen or pencil in the hand, because I am going to read the chapter, explain the difficult word meaning, as well as we are going to see in detail what happens next. Everybody with page number 116 in your Beehive's textbook. Friends had conjectured, I have told you the meaning, conjectured is nothing, you can see in the glossary also, formed an opinion by guessing. They had a guess. What was the guess? That the bear would not recognize her. I had thought, I means here the author, Kent Anderson, even he thought the same, what was being, what was the opinion of author's friend, even he thought the same, that the bear would not recognize my wife. But while she was yet some yards from his cage, Baba saw her and recognized her. He howled means he started to jump, he started to scream, he started to cry with happiness. She ran up to him, patted him through the bars, and he stood on his head in delight. So now, whatever the opinions were being formed by author as well as his friends, those were completely wrong. Because when the author's wife was at distance place from this bear, he could recognize author's wife, and he was so happy to see her after 3 months that he started to jump, he started to scream, he started to stand upside down. So that much delighted he was as well as author's wife. And then for the next 3 hours, she would not leave that cage. She gave him tea, lemonade, cakes, ice cream and what not. So, it's quite obvious because it's been 3 months that Bruno was confined in this Mysore cage. And whatever the food was being served by those by that curator or those helpmates of curators, he had to eat the same, he had to be on that. But after all, after these 3 months, when author's wife finally she came with all those delicacies whatever been served to Bruno when he was at author's house. Probably he must have missed those delicacies, isn't it? So when she was there, she waited or she stayed with Bruno for 3 hours. And then she served what not, lemonade, cakes, chocolates, ice creams, everything. And then again one time he could enjoy all those food items. Then closing time came and we had to leave. So we know very well, my dear children, when we go to zoo, somewhere probably in evening by 5 or 6 o'clock, the zoo closes. So that was the time when finally it came, and then unfortunately we should say that author and author's wife had to leave Bruno. They had to move from that place. Then my wife cried bitterly. Bitterly means something very harshly, with a very great emotions she started to cry. Why? Because she was the one who has got special attachment with Baba or Bruno. And that's what we can once again see, the bond of love which was formed between the bear, that is the wild animal, and the author's wife. And Baba cried bitterly. So even we can see that this wild animal, bear, he even started to cry. So we should not form an opinion that only domestic animals like cats, dogs, they do have emotions. Even in this story we can see that the bear even has got emotions. He is sentimental, he has got those feelings, he can understand, and so even he started to cry because he even could understand, now the author's wife is going to leave me. Even the hardened means what? Someone who is really very strict. So hardened curator and the keepers felt depressed to feel unhappy or feel sad. So when this scene was going on, what was the scene? That author's wife was about to leave Bruno and they both were crying for each other. And then all the people, those who were around the zoo or that cage, they could see that this emotional bonding is so sentimental, they have got so much attached that even the strict curator as well as all those keepers, they even felt very sad looking at this emotional scene. As for me, I had reconciled means to compromise myself to what I knew was going to happen next. So now when the scene was going on, author already knew that what is going to happen next. I reconciled myself means what? I have already formed with my own opinion, now what is the next going to happen, and I compromised with all those things initially only. And then, oh please sir, she asked the curator. So after a while the scene was going on, all of a sudden author's wife started to make request to the curator. What she said, how she said, oh please sir, she asked the curator, may I have my Baba back?
And then finally she couldn't restrain, she couldn't control her emotions. So she was outburst with all the feelings which she had towards Bruno. And so she ultimately made one request to the curator saying that, sir, please, can I have my Baba, my Bruno back? And then hesitantly is nothing but, without any hesitation. What had happened? What was the reply? He answered. Who answered? The curator answered to author's wife. What did he say? Madam, he belongs to the zoo. Madam, he belongs to the zoo and is government property now. I cannot give you away government property. But if my boss, the superintendent at Bangalore, agrees, certainly you may have him back. So what he said that, madam, I do understand your emotions, I do understand your feelings towards Bruno, but now Bruno is the government property and I cannot give you back. But there is one ray of hope, there is one chance. What it is? That if you can go to my boss who is the superintendent, and where he is? He is in Bangalore. And if he agrees, certainly means surely, there are possibilities that you can get your Bruno back. Then there followed the return journey to Bangalore and a visit to the superintendent's bungalow. So finally, when author's wife could see that there is one ray of hope, there is one option wherein I can get my Bruno back to my house, she did not think of any other, and then immediately this couple got back to Bangalore to the superintendent's bungalow, and then they had a request over there. A tearful pleading, full of emotions, full of tears. Pleading is nothing but the request made by author's wife. And what was the request again? Baba and I are both fretting for each other. She says, what did she tell to the superintendent? That myself and Bruno or Baba, we are attached to each other so much that after the duration of 3 months also, we couldn't restrain our emotions. We are so much attached. He has stopped eating, even I have stopped eating. I cannot live with without my Bruno. So could you get my Bruno back to me? So somehow she got with this request to this superintendent that Baba and I are both fretting for each other. Will you please give him back to me? And then she says, she narrates all the incident, everything, when Bruno had came first time to her house, or probably when Bruno left to this Mysore Zoo, what had happened with her for all these 3 months. Probably she must have told or explained to the superintendent, and then finally she asked one request that, will you please give me my Bruno back? I cannot live without my Bruno. And then he was a kind-hearted man. Kind-hearted man means very generous man, or he was kind fellow. And consented means somehow he agreed to author's wife request. Not only that, but he wrote to the curator telling him to lend us a cage for transporting the bear to Bangalore. So finally we could see that when this couple had been to superintendent's bungalow, they requested him, telling that how, in what sense author's wife is attached to Baba. And then finally this superintendent, who was kind-hearted fellow, who was good enough to understand her emotions, her feelings towards Baba, somehow he got agreed. And then not only he did so, but even he had asked to lend us a cage, to give a cage for transporting the bear to Bangalore. So as Bruno was in Mysore Zoo, and then he had to carry it to Bangalore. So how, what is the option? The way we can take this huge bear animal, that cage, we have to confine this animal inside the cage. So obviously Superintendent even made the arrangement to get the cage, and then the cage was even allowed to take with this couple, wherein Bruno could sit inside, and then he was carried from Mysore Zoo to Bangalore. Then back went to Mysore again. So once again this couple went back to Mysore. So now here you can understand how happy would be author's wife. She was quite happy, she was joyous, and then she couldn't control her emotions rather, and then the only intention of author's wife was that I should take my Bruno back to my house, and she did not waste a single minute of time in that day. And then again this couple made the return journey from Bangalore to Mysore, armed with means equipped with the superintendent's letter. So obviously the superintendent had allowed author's wife to carry Bruno back. So he had to give an official letter, isn't it? So they were with that official letter of superintendent, wherein whatever the he allowed Bruno to carry author's wife back to his home, everything was probably written in that envelope, and they carried that. Baba was driven into a small cage and hoisted is nothing but lifted on top of the car. The cage was tied securely, and a slow and careful return journey to Bangalore was accomplished. Accomplished is nothing, my dear children, to get successfully completed. So finally when this couple went back to Mysore Zoo, they gave that superintendent's letter to the curator saying that we got the consent of superintendent. Now we can take our Baba back to our house. And then finally the cage, which was being allowed by the superintendent, was lifted on the top of the car where Bruno was sitting inside the cage, and a safe and secure journey from Mysore to Bangalore was fulfilled or completed. Once home, a squad is nothing but the group, okay, group of people. Now here we can say squad of coolies were engaged. Engaged means what? They were employed for something, for special work in our compound. So now as we could see, before Bruno left to Mysore Zoo, we could see that it was very difficult for Bruno to keep free for him for the whole day, because as I told you, it is a wild animal and it is quite dangerous. And then wild animals usually they don't inhabit themselves in the town, and then so the reason we had to take precautions for those teenage children as well as those Alsatian dog and the other people for their safety purpose. This was the reason where Baba was finally packed off to Mysore Zoo. So one more time this question arises that if we are going to take Bruno back to the town, how we are going to maintain his livelihood, or how we are going to make him, where we are going to make him stay or make him sleep, or where he is going to roam about, because he had grown to his fullest size, and we know it's a huge animal, and it's impossible for a normal person to have a huge animal like bear inside the house. So this was the big question. So even they got with one option. What was the option? That there were a group of squad coolies. They had come for special stars at author's wife or the house where Bruno was about to get there. What was the task? We will see. An island was made for Baba. So now there was an island made for Baba. Now we know very well, my dear children, that if we had been to zoo, there also these wild animals like tiger, or if we come across elephants or such huge bears, they are actually not confined inside the cage, but there are big islands formed in the zoo where they can roam about, wander to different places, but it has a big huge tall compound, and then obviously it is for safety purpose for the people, those who come and visit zoo. So here we could see what, that an island was made, was formed in an open area. How it was formed, we will see. It was 20 feet long and 15 feet wide. So how much is the space of that island? It was 20 feet long and it was 50 feet wide and was surrounded by a dry pit or moat. So he was surrounded by that dry pit. Pit is nothing but, you can say, something which can be like a cavity. So there was a cavity around that island, and then 6 feet wide and 7 feet deep was that pit. A wooden box that once housed means what? Some housed fowls. Housed fowls means what? Fowls is nothing but the large birds like hens and cocks, wherein these small birds are actually kept in this box. So this wooden box once housed fowls was brought and put on the island for Baba to sleep in at night, and put on the island, and straw was placed inside to keep him warm, and his baby, the gnarled stump along with his gun, the piece of bamboo, both of which had been sentimentally preserved since he had been sent away to the zoo, were put back for him to play with. So once this island was formed, there was a cavity, and then there was one wooden box wherein the dry straw was placed inside, where Baba could sleep at night. As well as we can see the piece of bamboo which was sentimentally, emotionally preserved by author's wife was back kept inside that wooden box, and then Baba was put back, and then he was there in that wooden box, and then with that bamboo he used to play back. Then in a few days the coolies hoisted the cage on the island and Baba was released. He was delighted, standing on his hind legs. He pointed his gun and cradled his baby. My wife spent hours sitting on a chair there while he sat on her lap. He was 15 months old and pretty heavy too. So he started to enjoy all those days back, those we had been before in author's wife house. And then the way my wife reaches the island and leaves it is interesting. I have tied a rope to the overhanging branch of a mango tree with a loop and at its end. So now again somebody has to go near Baba to serve him food, or even especially when it comes to author's wife, she wanted to every time visit Baba. So how was the journey made? The journey was quite interesting. Near the island somewhere we can see there was the mango tree, and to the branch of that mango tree one long thick rope was being tied, one end to the branch and one end to probably to the island's end, and then there was a loop made, and then how it was at its end, putting one foot in the loop. Loop is nothing but again one rope which was being tied to that main rope, and then one foot was being kept, or the author's wife used to put on that loop, and then she kicks off with the other leg she kicks the loop, and then to the bridge, the 6-foot gap that constitutes the width of the surrounding pit. So probably she can hold this loop, and then she used to put one leg on that loop, and with the help of another leg she used to kick that part, and then she used to go to that place. She used to be there for some time, and then the return journey is made the same way. Now there's one big question being asked to all the readers, that but who can say now that a sloth bear has no sense of affection, no memory and no individual characteristics? Characteristics is nothing but the qualities. So after hearing this fascinating story or the bond between the author's wife as well as this bear, now who can question that bear doesn't have affection, it doesn't have its own individual characteristic. I do believe, and even I do say that yes, if we give this affection, this love, this caring nature, or if we show all these human characteristics, or if we pamper any wild animal, they do reciprocate us. They even give the same love, care, affection to the human beings. So with this, I'll come to an end of this chapter. I hope you must have enjoyed this story as well as understand. Thank you so much.